folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is been 2 years in the making. For the last 2 dry seasons, this being the third one, we have been working on our runoff water canal system, and this is what it culminates down to. Is there's a little sump right there underneath those leaves, a drainage off of this tree. It goes all this back into here, and then we have one more drainage sump over here, and this comes off of a pipe that goes skirts right along the edge of the shop here, scoots across right through here, and into the open canal, which is back in there. We've hidden it really nice with all these plants. Then the canal takes a turn and heads towards the east, towards the front of the property. So we dump out the back of the property, go forward this way. We still have a section in here we have to finish up. The reason this is stepped down right here is Paradise Garden is right on the other side of this wall, and everything funnels down to this area in Paradise Garden. It seeps into the ground and then comes back over here, and it drains into our canal right here. We still need to finish that little bit of canal and that bit of canal, but we got to this area right in here on year 1, first dry season. This is what we're working on right now. I have 2 guys, and the canal was already pre-dug last year, and then the rainy season got in on us and screwed up our attempt to get this done. What happens is the groundwater level down through here is close to about where they're at right in there, and the water, a lot of that water comes in off of our pond and seeps through back into here. But all of this from here on up that way we did last dry season, so a year ago. And we'd gotten from the far end up here and came all the way down here, and we had this dug down through here, and then the rain started and it started flooding that, and there was no way we're gonna finish it off. And the reason we go ahead and cement the bottom and bricks along the edges is to keep the dirt from caving in on top of our canal and having to redig this damn canal every couple of years. So that is why we bricked it up the way we got. Plus it looks really nice. Yes, the groundwater will still seep into the canal, and yes, it will seep out of it into the ground, or out into the surrounding ground. The cement that we're putting in here is not waterproof, so it's very porous actually, and the water will seep through it pretty good. But that's the project that we're working on right now, and it's I've got 5 days to get this built, and that's what we're doing at Paradise Garden. So talk to y'all later. Oh, as you all can tell, I take more breaks than the other guys do, but my age is more than their combined age, so I feel I have the right. Plus I'm paying them. But you're probably wondering, does that guy ever change his t-shirts? Well, just to let y'all know, I have like 20 of these Dickies t-shirts that I brought from the US when I moved here. Now, they were in dark blue, black, and the gray. Now, the dark blue looks almost like faded black after a while, but it's actually blue. The black looks like faded black after a while, but the gray just looks gray. But I have like 20 of these t-shirts, and they're great for working in because they somewhat last pretty good. This one actually doesn't, it's just got a couple of holes in it right there, so heck, it's probably good for another year or so. So you're going to be seeing me in these t-shirts for a while more before I start culling them. But I'm also going to show you guys what I'm doing while these guys are doing this right here. And what it is we have an irrigation canal across the east side of the property, which is the front of the property, and we have an irrigation canal here on the west side. And when they open up water to come down through here, all the places up north of me seem to take their water off of that canal on the east side. And this one here, they have their system set up to where the water comes in from the east side and goes through their property and then drains over into the west side. So they don't take it so much off of this side. By the time it gets over to me, it's really just a trickle, and my pump will pump almost dry before I shut it off and then let it build back up a little bit more. But the thing is they don't run it very long when they do run it, and it's only good for a couple 3 hours, and I need a lot more than a couple 3 hours worth of water to fill my pond up. So I am running an 1.5-inch pipe from the back of the property right back over here. I'm running an 1.5-inch pipe that I can put my pump in that canal back there. This is that pipe. It goes down, comes across, goes in here, goes across, and then goes all the way up to where those guys are working up there on that canal. Now, I started on that 2 days ago. But I do have the pipe run all the way up to the last year's canal diggings and bricking. But when I ran the water for the mango trees up there on this end of the mango orchard, I found the pipe that I had that I would dump water into the center of that, and I had to chop into it to be able to get my water lines to the mango trees, so I capped it. Well, I just found it yesterday, and I knew it was in a certain area, but I found it yesterday, and I'm in the process of digging it out to be able to put my new line. I may have these two guys dig that today, because that's hard on an old man's back, and cuts into my Leo time. So yeah, I may have those guys do it. I'm paying them. Yeah, but anyhow, I'll get back to the progress at hand, and I'll talk at y'all later. Hey folks, we're about done with day one. It's been pretty productive. It's about where I figured we'd get to. I had to stop what I was doing and go get 1,000 bricks to go with the 400 that I had. It wasn't the 500 I had. It wasn't enough to do all of this, so I knew I was going to take at least another 1,000. It's the old Tata with all the bed rails lowered down. The old flatbed truck makes it real nice. So think when they get done unloading these bricks, which they did a pretty good job. I'm pleased with it. Had to show them how to stack these like this. The one guy, he was having a hell of a time stacking them. That's not his stack. That one. So he took over my stack, my last stack. But anyhow, that's what they got done on it. Got a cement base on the bottom, a couple inches thick. And then we started with laying a brick down in each along this string line and squishing it down in the cement a little bit. So that'll be the base in the bottom of the canal. It's pretty solid underneath it. This one right here, tomorrow morning I think we'll come in here and go ahead and do the same that we did up there with this piece here. And then we got this all filled in. There's 3 culverts in here now, where there used to be 1. We put 2 more in, got the 3 down there. So that's all the walkways through here that I need. But as soon as they get done with that, unloading that truck, I think I'm going to get them over here and let them dig this trench back over to there. It's not very long, but I tell you what, I helped the old lady load those bricks, and then I started helping unload those bricks, and my back is saying, what the are you doing? So that's about it for the day. Yeah, that's about it for the day. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will shoot an update tomorrow on what we get done. But the entire story on this canal right here is going to be taken care of in these videos. Should be only 2 or 3 videos. So people, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to y'all later.